everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another Discord Dreamsnap review video, and this time is for the Harvest Celebration Dreamsnap Challenge. I'm so excited to get into these. I have looked at the submissions in Discord and they are so good. I think everyone knocked it out the park this week, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a tough week for scoring high when it comes to moonstones and things like that. So let's jump over to Discord. Let's take a look at the amazing submissions you've come up with. If you do like any of these submissions, don't forget to give the video a like. Why is this owl doing this to me? This owl has had beef with me since one of my original Storybook Vale videos. I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, as I was saying, if you like any of these submissions, give the video a like. Not only does it help me out on the channel, but it also shows love and support to the amazing creators of these dream snaps, to showcase that you found them brilliant and inspiring and all the positive things. So let's jump over to Discord and start taking a look. So we are going to start off here with a submission from Jolly, and I absolutely love this. I love the colours in this. I love the use of the Scrooge store and also Remy's restaurant here. They have such a beautiful tone to them. I really think they work within the image. I love that we've got this table here with the pumpkins on it and the food, you know, all the festive or seasonal items, you could say. I love the cornucopias at the front of the shot as well. I think they look really good and obviously add to the theme. We've got the, what do you call this? The wagons. I think wagon or wheelbarrow of leaves, and we've got leaves coming off of them, which we can see in the shot. I think the owl looks great in this submission, and I think your character looks great, and I love that we've got Wally at the front of the shot. I am a personal big fan of Wally, so that gets bonus points from me, obviously. And then we do have a few other characters, you know, I can see Minnie and Fairy Godmother here. So I think this is a brilliant submission. Then we have another snap from Jolly as well. This one's the main account submission. I love the use of these flowers here. I absolutely love this item, this bucket of flowers. I wish we had more of these, but in like different coloured flowers. I just think it'd be so pretty and aesthetic. That's one of the items that I would love to see like a recolour of in the game. I love that you got the little bakery shop, you know, it just feels kind of cozy vibes. Minnie's clock tower works perfectly with those beautiful brown tones. We also have the red maple trees as well, which work beautifully in the shot. The apple tree. Why didn't I think, like, obviously I did my setup on, at least for my main account, on Storybook Vale basically, but I suppose there is the foliage from over there. But I love this. I like, it's got those harvesty kind of vibes. Obviously we've got the table in the background with all the food elements too. I think this is a fantastic submission. I think your character looks great. So yeah, overall a very good snap. Next up we have a submission from Luca and also Pupster. I know you two have been having a bit of a hard run when it comes to Dream Snaps results recently, so I am hoping that this pulls you back up. I did see that you reused a setup and that basically, you know, you did this in like 10 minutes, so it was a rushed one, you know. I can understand where the lack of motivation comes from, and I think that's totally valid. What I really love with this is that you've used the kind of like the fruit and veg stands. You've kind of done almost like a seasonal market vibe, which I think works really well in this harvest celebration theme, because when it comes to harvest celebration, obviously it's all about what you harvest, the crops and stuff like that. Like, I did a very food themed submission because I was thinking of all the harvest food items that we turn into recipes. I did include some food elements, like the base ingredients, like I used like a squash and stuff. So I think this very much works and is very on theme, of course, because, you know, it's all about that harvest, you know, the farming and everything. So this works beautifully. I love your character's outfit. I love the kind of like the brown tones of it all. Wally looks super cute here, and obviously in the dapper outfit is just perfect. I think it's fun that you've got the dragon on display. Obviously, with the dragons being a recent addition, it makes sense to use these new critters. So brilliant job on this snap. Next up, we have a submission from Alley Cat here, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I love the sunflowers. Oh my gosh, I need to remember that I can decorate with flowers in submissions. I often forget to utilize some of that natural kind of spawning in foliage, but these sunflowers look so good at the front of the shot. It just adds that pop of vibrancy. Obviously we've got the kind of like the raw ingredients, the pumpkins and everything from your harvest. Then we have the table here with the food laid out, which I think is fantastic. I like this pose that you've got going on with the owl companion, and then we've got lots of villagers around for the celebration, you know, Kristoff, Anna, Ariel, Vanessa, Belle, Merida, Rapunzel and Flynn. And I love this setup with the houses in the background as well. I think it makes a lovely backdrop too. So brilliant work on this submission. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Next up we have a submission from Amethyst Unicorn, and I really love this snap. I love your character's outfit. I think she looks great. I love the use of the Corona fountain. Oh, the tones from this fountain work so well in this biome. I might have to, you know, steal that as a decorating idea. It looks so good. I love all the kind of like pumpkins we've got dotted around. So we've got this like stacked pumpkin setup. We've got these by the fountain. Looks absolutely beautiful. All the leaves kind of like falling, looks stunning. It's definitely a very autumnal shot, so brilliant effort. Next up we have a few submissions from Winter Dragonfly. This is our first snap here, which we have Merida and Kristoff. We've also got the little dragon companion, which again, super cute to see. Love to see a dragon snap, but I also love it because it does give your character this brilliant pose. You know, that's one of the best things about getting new companions, is getting new poses. That's something I really like. So I love how excited she looks. It's almost like you're kind of like dancing in the leaves, or not necessarily dancing, but like, you know, throwing the leaves up, you know, almost like running through them, celebrate. Like, it just has those kind of autumnal vibes, which I love. I love the mushrooms you've got dotted around. They look so good. I love this house setup, and with the cypress trees, oh, that looks so good. I love that combination of the kind of greenness from the cypress trees, just to add that little bit of a pop of colour. I think that's so fun and fantastic. And then we've got the table in the background with all the food items and everything. It really makes for a wonderful submission. Then we have your next submission here, which is very autumnal. We've got all the leaves, you know, it definitely feels like we're in the real swing of autumn. We have these fruit trees as well in the background, the mushrooms. I can see we've got some pumpkins dotted around, which is lovely to see. I love this walkway up to the house here with these books. It's so seasonal, so autumnal, and yeah, I really like it. And I think the addition of Belle is great as well, because obviously the books and everything, it all combined together makes a lot of sense. So brilliant submission. And then we have your last snap here, which I do believe is for your dad's account. I love this. I love the house in the background, how it has that kind of blurred effect. It just really adds that sort of depth of field. What I really love, I think this is Mickey. Wait, it could be the pumpkin maybe. I think it's Mickey though. But I love it. It just pops over the corner. It's such a cute little detail. It's so adorable. I love that. I love that. The pine cones are brilliant. Again, like, there's all these new things that I keep forgetting we could use as decor, and the pine cones look so cute. I love them. Obviously, you got the cornucopias here, all the foliage and the leaves. Fantastic work on this one. Next up we have a submission from Kamikaze. I love the use of this raven. Oh my gosh, like, there's so many like critters that sometimes you forget about. And honestly, the raven's a good choice. Like the colors for this particular raven, I think blend in very, very nicely with the rest of the kind of autumnal harvest celebration items. Obviously, I love that you've got all these pumpkins dotted around, you know, using this banner here. Brilliant works. I love how it brings in that kind of clutter in a sense. You know, we've got the hay bales, we've got the wagons, and you know, all the pumpkin and the corn and everything like that. I love that you've got this table set up in the background with all the food, but you've also used a lot of these market stalls, like the fruit and veggie stands. I don't know why I never thought of these items, but I think they work brilliantly in the submission. You've got this cute little green outfit going on, which is rather cute to see, and I do like the little scarecrow over here as well. So great work on this submission. Next up, we have a submission here from Luanil. This is gorgeous. I love your house choices here. Oh, they look so good. This is Flynn's house. This is the Halloween cottage, I believe. They look so good. Flynn's cottage looks great here in the bind. Oh, I like this pathing. This is one of the, I think it's the Eternity Isle pathing, but that blends in really, really nicely. I love that. I love how you've got all the characters around. You know, we've got Olaf, Anna and Elsa. We've got Merlin, Merida, Mickey. We've got Stitch here. Very, very cute to see. The little scarecrow. I love this little scarecrow guy. He's like the absolute cutest item. I love the tables with all the food. I think they look great. The lighting in this submission is beautiful. The kind of candles at the front here, and then your characters pose with the dragon. Absolutely brilliant. A wonderful, wonderful submission. Next, we have a couple of submissions from Sunny. We have this first one here, and I love this table setup. I love that it's your character in the middle, and then we've got Merida and Flynn on either side. I think they're wonderful additions to the snap. I love this setup with the houses. Brilliant job. So we've got two of the Halloween cottages here, and then we've got Flynn's house. But I love how you've kind of positioned and angled the houses. I think that looks really good. The flooring choice is great. The mushrooms, fantastic. Your character's outfit is very, very cute. I do love that. I think overall this makes for a really stunning and eye-catching submission. Then we have your next submission here, which is also fantastic. I love how happy your character looks. You know, Merida looks really happy. We've got Flynn here, you know, Jafar, we've got Scrooge. I think this is a fantastic little setup. I love all the kind of like pumpkins and the fruit, like the persimmons dropped on the floor. Brilliant choice. The little gooseberries on the table, the melon, the food, cooked dishes work well. This wilted flower cottage, oh my gosh, genius. Absolute genius idea. I love that. And I love this hazy lighting that you've got going on. I think that looks really beautiful. This is such a stunning submission. I really, really like this one. Next up, we have a submission from Bagel Arena, and I really like this snap. I'm so jealous of these gazebos. One day I will have those gazebos. I love this kind of communal setup, and everyone kind of looks so natural in a sense. You know, we've got groups of people gathered together. You know, you've got Scrooge, Merida and Mulan over here. You got Simba, you know, we've got Rapunzel and Anna and Eve in the background. You know, we've got Mickey, Belle, we've got Ariel, we've got Tiana, Stitch. I do see a Mike Wazowski hidden there as well. I think that's Jafar in the background. So a great communal celebration. All the tables absolutely filled with food. I love this pathway here with the books. Your character looks great. She looks really happy. Great work with the firefly lighting as well. I think this is a wonderful snap. Next up, we have a submission from Anada. Sorry if I've said your name wrong there. Anada. I wasn't too sure, so I do apologise. I am so bad at pronouncing names, so do accept my apologies if I said it wrong initially. I love this snap. I love the colors in it. I love how vibrant your hair is. It looks stunning. I love that you've got, you know, the few tables here. You know, we've got characters gathered around Mickey, Hades, Merlin. We also have Merida and Flynn here. We've got Olaf in the background. You know, you can tell that he's just being really inquisitive. I love the little windmill. Oh, the windmill was a brilliant touch, a lovely little item to have in the background. And I love this beautiful framing at the front of the shot with these foliage pieces. I think that's a fantastic effort. Next up we have a submission from Vinnie Luca, and I really like this submission as well. You know, we've got this grand table here full of food, you know, the cornucopias, we've got the pumpkins and everything like that. We've got this kind of like almost like town centre kind of square. You know, we've got the bakery, we've got Scrooge's shop, we've got Remy's, so they all work really nicely. I love your character's outfit. I think your character's outfit is fantastic. And then we have all the villagers gathered in the back for the celebration. You know, Belle, Mulan, Rapunzel, Elsa, Mirabelle, Ariel, Merida. So a brilliant little setup that you've got going on here. Feels very cozy and autumnal. Next up we have a submission from Lainey Faye with the iconic purple hair. I love seeing a Lainey Faye submission. I love this setup at the table. I actually like how you've positioned the characters. I feel it's very different from the typical layout we're seeing, which is like from left to right. Instead, this feels like a very up and down snap, but I think it looks really good. I think you've done a brilliant job with this. You know, we can see Elsa. Goofy looks fantastic. We've got Fairy Godmother, we've got Belle, we've got Wally. Obviously, love to see a Wally snap. We have Eric, we've got Ariel, Merida, Rapunzel and Flynn. It's a brilliant choice for characters here. I love that you've got the tables positioned this way with the food items, all the plates laid out. Fantastic. I love the framing of the shot with this banner here, and then you've got all the kind of like corn and pumpkins and everything like that. Absolutely fantastic submission. Your character looks great. Brilliant effort all round. Next up we have a submission from Jay here, and this looks fantastic. I love the table position at the front, you know, seeing all these food items, the cornucopias, a brilliant display and layout. The little owl perched here, oh, that's so cute to see. You know, we've got Vanessa, we've got Merida and Flynn. The little scarecrow, I love the little scarecrow. The little scarecrow is my favorite. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. The gazebo works really well. We've got lots of autumnal foliage. We have pumpkins dotted around. Your character looks great. I love the floating lanterns as well. So brilliant work on this submission. Next up we have a submission from Film Brat here, and I love this. It feels so cozy and what the Pegasus. The little Pegasus pose is so cute. I love the giant Mickey pumpkin in the background. I love the chest. You know, you can imagine, you know, they're carrying a lot of stock of pumpkins and things like that, you know, gathering their items together. I love how it feels like little, not flower beds, but like vegetable patches full of pumpkins. You know, we've got this banner here which looks fantastic. We also have the little stall and the seating area in the background, so you can imagine people could gather for meals and enjoy a bit of time and celebration together. I love the fence, like the fence choice works really nicely here, and the few trees that you've got dotted in the background as well. I think your character looks great as well. So yeah, fantastic submission. Next up we have a submission from Flame G. I love your character's outfit. I love the lighting behind your character. Brilliant job on nailing that. That looks fantastic. Really makes your character pop. I love that we got Kristoff here playing. You know, that's a fantastic little detail to see. The pathing looks great. The farmhouse in the background is a brilliant addition. I love the foliage work here. The way you've kind of bunched these trees together. It really looks very overgrown but enclosed, very private, you know, secluded. But just a nice cozy vibe. I love the little stalls here. So these were the premium shop items we had from the Harvest Celebration bundle. I think they look great, along with the pumpkin decorations and the food on the table here as well. I think overall this is a fantastic snap. I love how you've done the lined pathway as well. So yeah, brilliant work. Next up, we have a submission from Disney Dreamer here, and I love this. It feels so chaotic, which I think is funny to see. You know, we've got a ton of villagers surrounding you. Definitely reminds me of sort of seasonal parties and gatherings where, you know, the whole family comes and meets up, and it's just pure chaos. That's kind of the vibe it gives me. We've got the table here at the front with all the food lined on it, which looks fantastic. You know, we've got the leaves falling, we've got all these owls, which are a wonderful addition, and I love how your character looks in the middle. It does look like a communal town square. You know, we've got Belle's house, the Halloween cottage, we've got this new house style as well. So yeah, fantastic work on creating this submission, and I know my husband would appreciate that Mirabelle's head is blocked by a leaf. You know, I'm not on board with the Mirabelle hate, but I know that's a funny little detail to point out. I think my husband would enjoy that, even though I'm sure that was unintentional, of course. Next up, we have a submission from Say Hi Joel, and I really love this snap. I love the falling leaves, how you've captured them. I think they look fantastic. I love the house backdrop. I love this table here. You've put like the melted candles and the pine cones. Why did that sound wrong? I don't know why I said that, and it just sounded like it came out my mouth wrong. The pine cones here look great on the table. I love that you've used these red chairs. Oh, brilliant to kind of mix it up and add a bit of sort of variation to the shot. I think that's fantastic. I love that we've got the pumpkins. You know, the pampas grass jug is brilliant choice. Really works with those seasonal autumnal colours, and your character looks fantastic too. Next up, we have the submission I made for my husband's account. I didn't realize we had access to those mushrooms if we didn't have the Rift in Time DLC. No, sorry, not Rift in Time, the Storybook Veil. Sorry, get my DLCs confused. I didn't realize we'd have access to them, but when I was on his account, they were there, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm decorating with these. I only used a couple. But I gathered a couple of villagers in front of this summery cottage house. It was kind of the most orangey house I had without using Fairy Godmother's house. I then wanted to add in quite a few seasonal colours with the red trees and the orange bushes. I set up these tables here because obviously I didn't have the premium shop bundle that was in the shop. I know I could have bought it, but I didn't. I was like, fine, I won't spend his moonstones. So I used Casita's table, which I think has perfect rustic vibes, and then I've done a mix of like base ingredients and cooked food items, and then even like some of the seed packets. I tried to frame the sides of the shot with like wheat kind of grown to show the field and stuff like that, and I've tried to go with this red outfit for those seasonal autumnal kind of colours. I hope it comes across well, but I'm truthfully not sure how this one will do. Next up, we have a submission from Blush Danielle, and this is beautiful. There's so much depth on this photo. This looks so vast and expansive. I love the tables here with the red rugs underneath them. Brilliant choice of decor. I love these leaf rugs with the Tiana table on top. Are these mix of colours and textures? It's just fantastic to see. I really like the variety in this shot. I think it works really nicely, really beautifully. Obviously jealous of the gazebos. One day that will be mine. All the autumnal colours, the cypress trees. I really need to work at using these cypress trees in different areas because I really think they pop and stand out. They're a really nice looking tree item. We've even got Minnie's clock tower in the distance. We've got all the food items lining this pathway, and all the villagers gathered for the harvest celebration. You know, Belle, Elsa, Fairy Godmother Merlin, Ariel, Eric, Tiana and Merida. Brilliant to see. I love seeing all the food items, and I think your character looks great. I think she looks fantastic. I love this outfit that you've put together. I love how your character looks. The eyes really pop, which is beautiful to see. So I think overall you've done a fantastic job on this snap. Next up we have a submission from Cat the Human here, and I really love this submission. I love the colours of it all. Feels very cozy, especially with all the fireflies. I love the glowing mushrooms. I think they're a brilliant addition. I love the table at the front, kind of almost feels slightly out of focus, you know, and we've got the food items, the cornucopias, we've got all the pumpkins dotted around. I love the addition of Wally here, especially in his dapper suit. I think it's just perfect for this kind of snap. So I really like this snap. I think it's eye-catching, vibrant, cozy, perfect for a harvest autumnal celebration. Next up we have a submission from Marina here, who's gone with this really full almost vibrant marketplace kind of vibe. We've got all the stalls, like even using Goofy's stall. We've got this item which was from the Stitch bundle. It's like a van with like food items in it. I love that you've used the mushroom cottage. I think that looks great, and it really adds a lot of dimension to your image because of the way the kind of like the cottage works. There's like this slope up to the door. It really adds the kind of like almost like a variety in height to the shot, which I think is fantastic. Obviously love all the seasonal items, all the, you know, the seed bags, the pumpkins, the fruits, the veg, you know, we've got all of that dotted around. I love the little critters we've got, you know, a couple of bunnies, we've got a raccoon here, we've got a fox, you know, we've got Wally here as well, which again, we all know my love for Wally. I'm a big fan of seeing Wally in snaps, and I love your character's outfit. I think it's a fantastic harvest autumnal outfit. Next up we have a submission here from Wolfie. I love the table we've got in the middle here with all the food items placed on it. I think that looks fantastic. We've got these wagons full of leaves, and we can see the leaves coming off of them, which is just brilliant choice. I love how you've enclosed this area with the trellises. I almost forgot the word for those, but the trellises here. It does look like we've got some pumpkins dotted here. We've got your character, we've got Merida, we've got Maui, you know, we've got the new dragon companion as well, which is lovely to see. Definitely has a harvest autumnal vibe. Next up we have a submission from Doodles, and oh my gosh, this shot is so vibrant. What did you do to this submission? It's so eye-catching. Like, it just feels like it's leaping off of my screen. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think that's fantastic. Every colour just feels so vibrant. It's so well lit. The lighting on here is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant work with lighting there. I love that we've got all these autumnal trees dotted around. You know, we've got the tables with food items. We've got, you know, pumpkins. We've got foliage. You know, it really definitely has those autumnal harvest vibes, and certainly the celebration vibes too. We've got Merida here. We've got Stitch. We've got Flynn. We've got Hades. So, you know, we've got that gathering of people, and, you know, we've got all the food items, which I think is perfect for a harvest celebration. I love this simple backdrop with the house, and I love how your character looks as well. Next up we have a submission from Steph Scarf here, and I really love this. I love the cozy tones of this. Again, it feels quite secluded, quite enclosed, but I love those vibes. Kind of getting away from it all, if that makes sense. I love that. I love the orange trees here. They blend so perfectly with this Halloween cottage. We've got the seasonal, like, autumnal banner, which works brilliantly here. I love that we've got Fairy Godmother and Merlin. It feels like Fairy Godmother is spreading her magic to create this wonderful feast from all the items we have managed to harvest, you know, with the pumpkins in the foreground here. I love how your character looks. I love to see a raccoon companion. You know, big fan of the raccoons over here on this channel. The little froggies, they're cute as well. So yeah, brilliant, brilliant work on this submission. So we have a submission from Mike, and this is just so eye-catching. You know, your character feels very front and center, even though she's slightly off center. But she just, like, the focus of the image is really drawn to her, which I love. I love her expressive face. I think it looks wonderful. I love this setup with Belle's house, the little rose wall. We've got some, you know, seasonal foliage and pieces here. You know, we've got the pumpkins, we've got the leaves. We've got more pumpkins in the cornucopias. We've got some, you know, yellow and red tones with the flowers here. We have this beautiful table situation here, which has pumpkins dotted on it, but also you've added more candles, which I love the lighting effect there from that. All the leaves and also the fireflies. It just feels like a very magical, whimsical shot, really capturing the magic of autumn, which I love. And then our last submission for this half is from Sunny Wawa here. I love the use of the yellow raccoons. So cute. I love it. Brilliant. As I literally said moments ago, love to see a raccoon companion. We've got some villagers here. We've got Mirabelle, we've got Belle, we've got Eric, we've got Ariel, we've got Goofy. He looks fantastic. I love Goofy. Goofy is everything. I love how we've got all these different tables set up with all these different food items. You know, we've got the pumpkins, we've got the squash, we've got the pine cones. I actually really like the fire pit behind your character. You know, you can imagine it's like a communal cooking pot. I do also see, upon further inspection, it looks like we've got Flynn here and Mickey in the background, I think, that I didn't see initially, that I do see now. If there's other villagers I've spotted that I've not spotted, you'll have to let me know in the comments. I love the floating lanterns and the orange autumnal trees, and I think this is a wonderful backdrop of the library as well. It's such a beautiful looking building and structure, especially with this clock well item as well. So brilliant to see, an absolutely fantastic snap. And there we have it. That is the submissions for part 1 of the Harvest Celebration Discord Dreamsnap review. Absolutely amazing submissions. I knew it would be. I knew it would. Yeah, the Discord submissions just never fail. Week in, week out, you all come up with absolutely amazing, unique and incredible submissions. So thank you very much for sharing. I really appreciate those who share their snaps in the Discord. It's a wonderful thing to get to look over and review each week. But I'm going to wrap up this video here. Thank you so much for your time today. Once again, thank you to all those that submitted, and thank you to all my channel members and my subscribers. Your support means the absolute world to me. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. We will be back very shortly with part 2, which will cover the rest of the submissions from Discord for the Harvest Celebration channel. Bye guys!